Be joined by Nkgape Tebetebe, who is an AI expert. He will be talking to us about the future of AI, as well as what is AI, how does it work, all the myths, and confirming all the facts. He'll be walking us through his personal experience in this fascinating career. And if this is the career for you, then feel free to text me on 0609041056. Your questions, your concerns, and we will ask the expert to provide you with the answers. Okay. I know we haven't been playing Hot Seat. Okay. On this show, we dedicated a special game called Hot Seat. It is a mathematical equation game where you get to solve simple mathematical equations within 30 seconds and you win some cash. The only reason why we have paused that is because we're trying to secure you bigger and better prizes. Okay, it's not because we don't want to give you any cash. We will give you better cash because we understand the current economic situation we're in. Ah, man, I am ready and I hope you are too. So get your notebook and pen and get ready to take down notes. Shout out to Mondli, who is the tech on duty for today. And you listening to me right now can find us on Facebook. Do go through the Al Ansar Facebook page and you will be able to find me there all smiley and bright. Your Saturdays are about to get better.
We can never match him, but we try our best and give our all. I give my all and everything I'm love.
You've arrived at your destination. You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al Ansar.
Are you or a loved one battling the disease of addiction? Is your family, life, relationships, work suffering due to alcoholism and substance abuse? Zensai Treatment Recovery and Wellness Center are addiction specialists offering specialized psychotherapy and naltrexone therapy to help overcome addiction. Zensai offers hotel-style facilities to allow your loved ones to regain their dignity and overcome alcoholism and drug abuse in the most comfortable setting possible. Fight addiction, call Zensai Treatment Recovery and Wellness Center, the addiction recovery specialist on 031 563 0751.
It has to be you. Resilient, compassionate, go-getter, charismatic. It has to be you. Inspiring, problem solver, graceful, intelligent, ambitious. It has to be you. Strong, beautiful, dedicated, nurturing, elegance.
This August, Phenomenal Women and Al Ansar Outreach invites you to our annual Women's Day event.
Saturday, the 24th of August, 2024, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 189 West Road.
Tickets 250 Rand. Call Outreach to book your seat on 031 208 1601.
This and only this is Nightline. Nightline is the only program that allows you the listen the opportunity to voice your opinion on any matter or any topic that concerns you. Also on Nightline, we interview the famous, the not so famous, and infamous. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Brother Muhammad Variawa, and with me in the studio is Dr. Anwar Jiwa. Join us every Saturday night from 8:30 p.m. till 10:30 p.m. on Nightline, the program designed especially for you, the listener.
Radio Al Ansar, 24/7, 365.
Radio Al Ansar 90.4 FM is where you at if you are in Durban, 105.6 FM if you are in PMB, and anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. It is 16 minutes past 9 o'clock and you are right into it. It is Career Compass with me, Kelly Ramazani, every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I see your messages. I will definitely attend to them shortly. And also on Facebook, thank you so much for those that are listening, watching, as well as commenting. We do appreciate it. Top of the list, we have to begin with a very important segment, which is career advice when you are about to choose a career to study or a degree to pursue. This is simply because September trials take place, and then right after that is the final examination if you are in matric. A lot of students are confused about what type of careers to go in, what careers are in demand, what's in it for them. And this is my advice. Okay, I'm going to try every Saturday and give you a little bit of advice based on my experience, because if you do know, I hopped in and out of careers like I was on fire. Not the best disciplined person there is, but alhamdulillah, I learned so much with the experience that I gained from each and every career that I did attempt to study. So the first thing when you are considering which degree you want to pursue, you need to evaluate your skills, your hobbies, as well as your talent. Because the good thing is we have reached a stage in this world, or an era rather, where you can make a living out of what you're good at. So it's promising. If you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to be consistent, you will definitely and can make it in life with doing the things that you love the most. So do get to understand yourself as an individual. That's the first step. Who are you? What kind of person are you? What makes you happy? What do you enjoy doing? What do you find the state of flow in when you are talking or writing or, I don't know, crafting something? Do you lose track of time because you're just so passionate about that particular task that nothing else matters? Okay, that's not a good way to live life. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. So do determine your skills, your hobbies, your talent, but more importantly, the job ambition. Okay, this career or this particular job that you want to go into, you need to know a thing or two about it, because some professions require you to have a master's or a PhD for you to have a better chance in that industry. Are you the type that's willing to go the extra mile in your education? Are you the one that's not happy with going further than an honors or a degree? Then going into a course that requires you to study up until PhD might not be the best of ideas. So you need to know. Again, every Saturday, I say this to you: the world has unlimited options. Do not limit yourself. Do not limit your options. And the best thing about applying via CAO is that you are given 6 options. Okay, how you feel that, we might do one of the Saturdays to come, walk you through how to fill in the CAO forms, because some people will repeat the same career in different institutions. Okay, it's not allowing you to broaden your landscape or your chances of perfecting that particular career. The one other thing that I would love to ask you to do is to invest in subjects or modules or skills that will allow you to transfer. Subjects if you are still in high school, modules if you're in university, and skills if you're in the workplace. Invest in skills that will allow you to transfer to any other career. And I'm going to give you an example. Say, for example, with the course that I'm doing, I'm a BCom law student who comes from a qualification in journalism. They might have one thing in common: communication, right? The communication module that I did in journalism, which I'm also doing, actually completed in the law degree, BCom law degree that I'm doing, allows me to cover a wide range of professional fields, from media and public relations. Right now I'm broadcasting, I'm speaking on radio. It also allows you professional writing, communication, social media marketing, or social media or digital marketing, film writing or film producer. I'm currently a content producer for radio. So you can play around with your options. You're not limited. So do not limit yourself. And more importantly, the last thing that I'm going to leave you with: research. Research. I know we all hate research, okay? But for some of us, it's the kind of field that I'm in. So I am forced to do research whether I like it or not. But when I was finishing matric, I had no time to go through notes and books and articles and things about finding out what career is in demand, or what am I good at. So that can cost you later on in life because you are walking into a big open field blindfolded. It's not the best of ideas. So if you can find an expert, somebody who is knowledgeable in that field that you wish to go into, and ask them, what is it like in your job? What are the tasks? What are the responsibilities? What advice do you have for someone like me? I'm someone that likes this and this and this. Do you think this job, this career would be good for me? Even though they might provide you with the necessary opinion, I call it an opinion because it is based on their experience. It's not necessarily factual. You too need to carry out that extra mile. Like I always say, volunteer your way into the field that you're studying. Get the practical side of the degree that you're doing or the career that you want to go into. Only then will you know if this is for you or not. And if you go through all these steps and you still can't decide, then maybe you need to speak to a career consultant who will assess your personality and might give you some professional advice on what is more suited for you. But if not, then next week we will definitely give you another tips on how to choose a degree that is suitable for just you. Coming up next, we'll be speaking to Khabe Tebetebe about AI and the future of artificial intelligence. I'm super excited. I don't know about you, because if you are on social media and you pay attention to the algorithm, that machine or I don't know, program, whatever it is, has the ability to pick what you like based on observing how you react or how you express yourself on social media. It is so fascinating. It's like, oh my word, AI has been programmed to think, learn, and adapt just like human beings. What does this mean for the future? We're about to find out right away. Stay with us. This is Career Compass with me, Kelly Ramazani, every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. You are in safe hands.
We'd love to meet you. Pay us a visit. Radio Al Ansar.
Hey, don't you hate it when your cake or icing just doesn't come out right?
Oh, all the time. It's so frustrating.
Well, have you tried Wooden Spoon? It's a margarine specifically made for baking, and it creates perfect icing as well, every time.
Really? That sounds amazing.
Yeah, not only that, it's by the South African Cake Decorators Guild. And you know what else? When I use Wooden Spoon, it makes me feel like I'm baking with the pros.
This cake is amazing. What's the secret ingredient?
Wooden Spoon margarine, my friend. It's the magic to perfect baking every time.
I'm Brian Eminis, South Africa's air show commentator, and I look forward to your company at the Fuze Pietermaritzburg Air Show, Saturday the 10th of August. Gates open at 8 o'clock. Ticket prices are 140 Rand for adults and 100 Rand for under 18s. Get there nice and early and buy your tickets at the gate.
Assalamu alaikum. Come join me, Fatima Karim, at our annual Women's Day event at 189 West Road on the 24th of August at 10 a.m. It has to be you.
Radio Al Ansar is turning 12 with our official license, but we've been on air connecting with you for much longer. This August, we're celebrating the journey that brought us here with special shows, exciting giveaways, and all the moments that made us who we are. Thank you for being with us every step of the way. Tune in, join the fun, and let's celebrate 12 amazing years of Radio Al Ansar together.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
90.4 FM, Pietermaritzburg, 105.6 FM.
27 minutes past 9 o'clock. Welcome right into it. It is Career Compass with me, Kelly Ramazani, every Saturday 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. We talk about all things careers. Your message is on 060-904-1056. This message says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to a beautiful and fantastic show. Happy Women's Day, Kelly. Always doing the show with smiles and happy faces. And you look beautiful. Yesterday was my special birthday with beautiful nasheeds, love and du'as from you. You're sweet and active. Oh, wow. Okay. For morning show, mashallah, show well done. This comes from Sarah Bibi Mustafa Parag from CBD Durban. Sarah Bibi Mustafa Parag from CBD Durban. Happy belated birthday to you, since your birthday was yesterday. Messages. You too can keep your messages coming on 060-904-1056. We're talking all things artificial intelligence today. And I'm joined by somebody on the line who is doing amazing work, and you need to listen to this. So Nkhabe Tebetebe is a graduate in a Bachelor of Science in Mathematical Sciences, a Bachelor of Science honors degree in physics, and a Master of Science in Physics and a Master of Science in Mathematical Sciences, and is a certified business management from European School of Management and Technology, Berlin. He is currently a PhD candidate. Wow, amazing stuff. Khabe has participated in several research initiatives throughout his academic career, and some of the projects include investigation of structural and electronic properties of layered LiMO2 as a potential cathode materials for lithium-ion batteries using a density functional theories and a finite element. Oh my goodness, I feel like a professor with all these. Molly, what is that we used to do at school? It's called the periodic tables, all the letters. This is amazing. Wow. On the line, like I said to you, we are joined by Nkhabe. Nkhabe, thank you so much for being with us this morning. What an absolute honor having you here with us. How are you doing?
Thank you very much, Kelly. I'm doing fine. Thanks. And how about you?
I'm doing well. I mean, I've been reading your portfolio and I feel like I should probably start addressing you as Dr. Nkhabe Tebetebe. How's that?
No, not yet.
All right, now let's jump right into it. We all know that technology is advancing, and that means that life is transforming. Some fear it, some like me are excited about it. How will AI change the way we interact socially, both online and offline, if you can tell us?
Okay. Well, currently AI is already affecting how we communicate. Like, for example, on my side, my social media accounts have been monitored by one program. So what happens is when you send a message, the AI behind it responds, and then you have communication with it. So at the end, I just come and get the message that Kelly was sending something on me, and then I will take it from there. So it's like our social communication will be taken over by the AI soon enough. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. For those that are a bit afraid about this change, are there any concerns or safeties that we should put into considerations, or are there any rewards that might come with this improvement that we should look forward to?
Yeah, there's always an opportunity to get the data from other people. So that's why nowadays we see introduction of some new areas, things like cybersecurity, to try to protect those programs from identical theft and all of those challenges that they may face when you're implementing the AI.
Now, for transformation in the workplace, because here on this show, we normally focus on careers, school, as well as the workplace. How is AI going to assist us in this transformation in the next decade, particularly in South Africa?
This transformation, the AI will help us because it will increase more of productivity. But as much as we are going to benefit from it, we are still going to have, I foresee, having some lot of challenges because we're going to need some specialized skills to implement that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but for the transformation, yes, we are going in a good direction so far. Looking for what we have, because nowadays you can see AI is implemented everywhere, and then with the help of Internet of Things, we are able to make a good progress in it.
I mean, I can see from our daily activities, like say, for example, with the fast food chains, they are adapting to automation real quick. And it has become, like you said, with the help of the Internet of Things, a way of life now. For those that require to polish their skills or maybe to be aware of this change, what are some skills that are needed for one to be prepared for this transformation?
In AI, there's only about 2 skills that, in my opinion, are most important. Thing first one would be programming, because everything happens behind the code. No matter how many sensors in the internet we use, everything happens behind the codes. And the secret behind everything is the mathematical functions. So very skills in mathematics and programming, those are the 2 most important ones.
All right, perfect. Now, the future that we're talking about here, what are ways that we can benefit as human beings with the assistance of AI to maximize our productivity, like you said, but also maintaining a human relevance relationship? Because many people fear that AI or robots will take over our jobs, they will replace us as humans, we will be dumber with the use of technology. How can we balance that?
Let me start it this way. To be honest, in the field of AI, we have about 2 specialized fields. Our goal is to get to a point where we find the robots that can have the same mentality as humans. But that is a very long way to go. So the other way is getting the robots to perform one specific function. And that's where now we're making a very good progress. So for the fear of robots replacing us, it's still a far-fetched. It's not something that will be realized in a near future. But the most fear is the robot replacing maybe say human at the workplaces. So for us to maintain a balance with that, because one thing you need to know is that AI can only perform one specific function that is trained for. Yeah. So in a workplace, we humans, we can adapt easily to some of the changes. And then we still need to retrain the AI to adapt to those particular functions. So my suggestion would be, like any other workplace now, we keep the small percentage of the AI, and then the rest it becomes of a human. And in terms of job creation, again, the AI is transforming the workplace, that's true. And then how now it creates a very different work opportunities that becomes very limited because of skills, like I said. So we need to perform some very specialized training to be able to work with AI, because nowadays the work creation is no longer getting people to do production. It's getting people to maintain the AI to maintain or to increase production. It's more like now changes. So that's what drives is more fear. But if you look it through that perspective, that now we need to change how we approach this.
Love what you said there.
Yeah, because now our job will be to maintain AI instead of direct production.
That's great. So it confirms to say that with every change, there is opportunity, because as much as AI will help us with increasing productivity, they will need to be maintained, they will need to be programmed. So that's another field of careers or opportunities available for people. Now, for somebody that's listening to us right now and they want to venture into this career, what advice do you have for them?
Well, with AI, like I said, you need two specialties, the programming and then the mathematics. So the advice I would give is, in this field, you just have to be yourself and then be able to take risk and not afraid to implement a new thing, because this field is open. It's not predefined. It's open for any new ideas. So if you have any ideas, do not be scared to implement them. If you can implement them on your own, it's fine. Let's say maybe we have someone who's working on their own lab who can implement something interesting and just put it out there. So you'll be marketing yourself in a way. You'll be approached maybe by some big companies to implement your idea on their systems. Yeah. So this is it changes even the way we are looking for opportunities. It's no longer going to be you looking for opportunities. It's just going to be now those big companies want you for the opportunity.
Wow. That is something promising to look forward to. Speaking about looking forward to and the future, how do you envision the future of AI in the next 20 years? Will we have flying cars by then?
Yeah, it's quite possible, because now we have a self-driving cars. But as for flying, it's a very complicated one. But in the next coming 20 years, what I see is we are going to have a very advanced AI with the help of some Internet of Things, like I said. But getting to a point where we are going to have an artificial humans.
Wow.
Maybe, yeah, it's that one in 20 years is not going to happen, in my opinion. Yeah, but it's the goal of AI where we want to get.
But if I can just quickly add a thought that came in my head right now, there is a difference between developed countries and South Africa in regards to advancement of AI. So is it maybe possible in those developed countries to be few steps ahead of us?
Yes, there are a few steps ahead of us. Like in one of our communication, when you mentioned there was one of the conference about that. Yes, they were presenting about that. The advancements they're making is on one specialized field that can maybe incorporate the differences as to perform a specific functions. But in terms of getting the human capability in a machine, I can say we are still on average, all of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the only challenge is the human, they think in a different way. That even as human, we cannot explain that in a layman's terms. So what we want to implement in a machine is what we think we know. And in most cases, 9 out of 10, it turns out to be wrong. Let me say, maybe in my lab where I'm trying to implement, it turns out to be wrong most of the times. So yeah, that's one of the greatest challenges.
All right, Mr. Nkgape, we wish you all the very best, and thank you so much for making time this morning. And I hope that when I was sending you the emails, I was speaking to you and not an AI, was I?
Now, sometimes you get the response from auto-responses.
Thank you so much. We do wish you a fantastic day. We'll keep in touch.
Thank you very much, Gideon. Happy Women's Day. I did yours yesterday.
Oh, thank you so much. That's sweet of you. All right. That is Mr. Nkgape Tsebetebe, who is an AI expert as well as a PhD candidate, talking to us about the future of AI. And yes, he has given you the assurance you are looking for. Relax. AI won't take your job, or robots won't take your job anytime soon. Maybe in the next 20 years. Okay. So you still got a few more years to catch up. This is Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani. Up next is one of my favorite nasheeds. Here is Sid.
You've arrived at your destination. You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al-Ansar.
Education, health, dignity, empowerment. These wishes all begin with water. Africa Muslims Agency is committed to providing clean water to the thousands who still live without this basic human right. Support us in giving the best of charities. Provide a water well for 16,500 Rand or a borehole for 55,000 Rand in Afghanistan or 65,000 Rand and help communities to reach their full potential. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
They convinced the world to believe that terrorists look like beards and thobes. Now, as the facade cracks, one martyr after another, the world sees through the broken windows and now knows the true face of terrorism. It wears suits and ties and smiles behind lies.
Hadith a day. The Prophet ﷺ said, O Allah, forgive the sins of the Haji and forgive the sins of him who the Haji makes dua for.
Looking to book a venue for that special occasion? Come and book the Conference Centre on 207 West Road or Community Hall on 189 West Road, which accommodates 120 to 300 people with ample and safe parking. For all your hall requirements, contact the Reservations Department on 031 208 1601 or email us at reservations@alansar.org.za. Save the date, don't delay, book away.
You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al-Ansar. Career Compass. Kelly Ramazani.
Oh man, that is beautiful. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah. That is Zain Bika. Oh, what? Mahar Zain. Think about Zain Bika the whole time. That is Mahar Zain Power. Before that, we played you Sid Allahumma, and before that, we played you Sami Yusuf Autumn. Beautiful nasheeds that I normally play when I'm at home. And it just gets me in that mood. So I wanted to bring it in studio today as well. Your messages on 060-904-1056. Top show. Shukr, alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much for your message. It is 10 minutes to 10 o'clock. We are talking all things Korea here on Korea Campus every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Only on 90.4 FM if you are in Durban, 105.6 FM if you're in PMB, and anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. My name is Kelly Ramazani and I'm joined on the line. Oh, okay. He's not on the line as yet. We're supposed to get our second guest, Sheikh Siraj, but I think we'll save that for another day. But nevertheless, I'm joined in studio by Mondli, who's not going to talk, but he's here on the technical side of matters. Thank you so much. And you too watching us on Facebook Live from the Al Ansar Facebook page. Now, we're continuing with another segment of the show, soft skills that is needed in every and any workplace. Last week, we spoke about problem solving, but because we did not have enough time to unpack what problem solving is and how you can perfect this soft skill and how it can help you by enhancing it or by implementing it in your life, not just your professional life, but also your private life. Okay, that's the best part about the soft skills that I choose every Saturday and I share them with you. Are soft skills that you can use in both your professional and personal life. Now, problem solving is the capacity to analyze issues, to think critically, and to develop effective solutions. And this is vital for overcoming challenges and driving progress. Now, many of us think that we are good at conflict resolution skills until we are put at the test. Yeah. And the test of problem solving or conflict resolution skills is your ability to work with people from different backgrounds who expect you to be at your perfect self. As human beings, when we are united, when we gather, we will disagree, we will argue, we will fight. It's normal. Okay, so don't find yourself in a situation where you're constantly running away from arguments or you're constantly running away from fights, because that will mean that you will be a people pleaser. You will be somebody who never voices out and you just sit at the corner because you don't want to upset people. The way that you can learn to be vocal about your emotions or about what you stand for, about your opinions, about anything, is if you get to learn problem solving skills. How do you learn problem solving skills? Top of the list is listening skills. One of the Saturdays, we will unpack the requirements to become a better listener or what listening skills is about, because that's a topic on its own. Many of us hear people speak. We see them move their mouths. We see their body languages or expressions, or facial expressions or eye movements, but we don't listen to what they're saying because we are clouded. Our heads are clouded with our own judgments. For you to be a great listener, you have to be able to just reduce, if you cannot completely leave out your judgments, reduce those judgments in your mind and listen to what the person is telling you. You cannot solve problems if you're not listening to the frustrations that the people are presenting before you. And the best thing that I love about listening is that people will always tell you who they are, what they want, and how they can help you or how they can hurt you. They will say it 100%. You just need to listen. So that's the first thing, listening skills. And you also need to understand both sides, or you listen to both sides. If it is a conflict that involves different sides, you need to give each side involved a sheer amount of time to listen to them. Second step, which is a bit of a challenge for some people, to stay calm and neutral. You're probably saying, Kels, how is that a challenge? I can stay calm. I can stay calm. I can take anything. Just by thinking like that, you are not able to stay calm. Sorry, somebody had to tell you. You need to learn to stay calm. Somebody can walk in the office, pouring the emotions out and throwing around the books or the pages or the laptops. I don't encourage that. Violence in a workspace is not encouraged. But at the same time, you need to learn to stay calm, because you might escalate matters if you decide to respond or react or reciprocate that energy. So learn to stay calm. And if you are caught up in a conflict between two people, then you need to be neutral. At that moment, it's not in your place for you to start pointing, no, so-and-so, you are wrong. You shouldn't have done that. It can only escalate matters. So stay calm, stay neutral. Be like, okay, guys, you all are wrong. Just keep calm. Or, I don't know, find a way. And the third thing is you need to learn how to negotiate or find a common ground. If two people are arguing in front of you and you want to bring about a resolution or you want to solve the problem, you need to find a common ground for the both of them. That is what we have for problem solving. Those are the practical skills that I have for you. Inshallah, next week we'll talk about another soft skill that is needed. Okay, I just got a message right now that we can go ahead with the interview with Mr. Siraj, but we're out of time. So I'm not sure. Maybe we are going to do that next week, inshallah. I was going to tell you about a degree that does not require about a skill that does not require a degree, about a degree that does not require a degree. Oh my word. I was going to tell you about a skill that does not require a degree, because last week we spoke about event planning, and we said if this is the career for you, if you love being on the go, or you love high levels of responsibilities, or you can do multiple tasks at once, and you're able to work in unusual working hours, then yeah, sure. Today we are going to speak about insurance broker consultation or consultant. You do not need a degree for this. It's basically like sales. You need a matriculation or a matric certificate. It would be nice, however, okay, if you do happen to have a background of a tertiary qualification in business management, in finances, or any other comparable fields, okay, it would really help you. Saying that this career does not require a degree does not mean that you should never attempt to empower yourself with any skill or any knowledge. No, that's not what I'm saying. The reason why we have this segment called Careers That Do Not Require a Degree But Are Equally Valuable is because we want to provide you with options so that you feel that, hey, I can still do something despite the fact that I don't have a PhD or I don't have a master's. I'm not against PhD holders. I have to clarify that every single Saturday. But I'm just saying we all cannot be PhD holders, So the responsibilities here in this career is to create beneficial business partnership and enhance your business. The skills include prospecting, negotiating, and closing deals, as well as working with onboarding and managing relationships. You have to have abilities to successfully sell a product. Okay, and also there are campaigns. Your opinion will be needed. You will be working with many people, so teamwork is needed. You have to be able to work under pressure and manage stress well. And if you think this is for you, then give it a try. Like I say to you, there's only so much that I can tell you. The show is 1 hour long. I can't bring in everything, but my job is to give you the knowledge or the information, and you decide what you're going to do with it. So I come here and I play my part and I tell you, hey, did you know this is available? Did you know you can do this? Did you know you can become that? And then you pick from what I've provided you with the information that I've given you, what works out for you, and carry out the necessary steps as well as the research that is required. For careers that are in degree locally and internationally is for this week, we pick agriculture. It's doing well. It showed positive contribution in our GDP in the first quarter, and it's promising. It's promising, but again, time is not on our side, so we'll unpack that next week. For those that have been watching us on Facebook, thank you so much. For those that sent in the messages on WhatsApp, thank you so much. For those that were listening, wherever you're listening from, thank you. For Monthly, thank you too. This is it from me. I'll see you next week, Saturday, same time, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on 90.4 FM. I say this to you: find your purpose and leave your mark. Assalamu alaikum.
محمد عليه السلام